I'll take you through in detail the steps that I take to turn this to this in just a few short steps. First thing we have to do is dig a hole and put one steel post there. I did take a trash can and make sure we're at the right height. So now I'm going to pour in my fast set concrete dry. Set that aside for now. I like to give the post a few twists to work out any air pockets. Get the concrete as dense as possible within there. I'm going to take my level. I like to use post levels a lot of the time, but since I know most homeowners don't have one of those, I'm just going to use a regular 8-inch torpedo level. Same reason I use the post hole diggers instead of my gas-powered auger. This might seem time-consuming, but you only have to do this once, and if you get it right, you'll be glad. Now I'm going to add 1 gallon or 3.8 liters of water for each bag. We have 1 bag, so we're just going to add 1 gallon. Pour some and let that saturate. And once that's saturated in, then you come back and pour more. You can't always necessarily pour it all in one. We're going to give this about 24 hours, and then we'll build our fence on it. If you've enjoyed the video to this point, please consider subscribing, liking, leaving a comment, maybe engaging with my other content. Okay, guys, it's the next day. First thing I'm going to do before I cut our rail to the proper length is I'm going to remove these wimpy aluminum brackets that were on this post when it came out, and I'm going to put on some steel Simpson PGT 2R solid bracket. Our end pickets are only going to be 48 inches tall, so I want to see where that sits relative to here. So 48's about here. So when we're done, some of the top of this post will probably have to get cut off. So for now, I'm going to move down to a comfortable about 48 inches. So 7 pickets times 6 inches each is 42 inches. So I need to make 2 42-inch cuts on this rail, and then we'll get those installed. We're going to roughly fit up our rail where we want it. And then while I would typically use a 2-foot or even a 4-foot level for this, I wanted to use tools that homeowners often have readily available. So I'm going to do everything here with a 12-inch level. So that looks about level right there. That's pretty perfect. Same procedure on bottom. Freaking mosquito down here, man. Freaking mosquito. So that's done, and those look pretty solid. Next step, I'm going to take these Cedar 8-foot pickets and cut them all down to 48 inches, which since it's 8 foot, I'll get 2 48-inch cuts exactly. Okay, we've got all those cut. I'm now going to screw them to the rails. Little part that you don't necessarily need to do, but I like to do, I'm going to put a ribbon board on it just to kind of tie everything together. I like to start with the screw kind of in the middle-ish. Take our tiny little homeowner grade level. Throw a few more screws in it, making sure they go all the way through to the back rail. I scrape off any loose edges from the outside and then also from the inside. You hate to have any little kids take the cap off and run their finger through there and get hurt. I'm going to come back in maybe 5-10 minutes after I eat lunch and we'll stain this. All right, my lunch break ended up being probably more like an hour, but I've got my Smitty's wood stain here. I'm going to give it a good shake. I'm going to pour some into my cup bucket. You guys, I'm also going to bring to your attention that we're getting real close to 2,000 subscribers. I appreciate all the support. Every like, every comment on the video helps a lot. Consider subscribing to the channel if you like this kind of content. Like I said, we're getting close to 2K subscribers. The ultimate goal is to follow the business model kind of Spencer from SB Mowing and SB Pressure Washing. He's reached a critical mass of YouTube audience size to where he can bless customers who really need his services totally free and still make money on it off the YouTube ad revenue. And that's just the way to go. He's providing services for free to people that really need it, gets to be the hero, and still gets to make money off YouTube ad revenue. And the money he makes off YouTube ad revenue, he makes by providing something of value to people who either want the educational content he makes or the really satisfying visual entertaining content he makes. And I think that is just the absolute way to live life. So that's what I'm going for. I want to keep turning out these videos. I'm almost a year into the channel. I'd love your support. I'd love your subscribe. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. Get this out of here. Get him out of here. All right, on this side, we got no rails to work around, so this should be smooth sailing. I just need to take my time over by the brick here. Yep, with that, I am going to go drink some water, collect myself, and we'll be back. All right, y'all, I'm back. Real quick, this is just from me staining the pickets on the other side, some of the drips that fall to the bottom. I just thought it was a good comment on how porous the bottom end grains of pickets are and how liable they are to wick up groundwater if they're sitting too low. I always preach the importance of a rot board underneath there on my channel, and that's why. I'm getting dangerously low on stain, guys. We'll see if I make it. I think we may have just enough. We're gonna make it. That does it. I'm gonna get the side here cleaned up and then we'll do a walkthrough and take a look at it. I think it turned out clean. So from the front of the property, no visible trash cans, just a nice cute little fence. We've got us a finished product. Stay tuned. My next video, I'm gonna do a small concrete pad to keep those level and keep rain draining off of them. Just makes it a lot cleaner. Consider subscribing to the channel, liking the video, leaving me a comment, engaging with my other content. I appreciate your time. See you on the next one.